I've just arrived on my second residency of the year and I'm in Wales again. Obviously can't stay away, so I'm in Pembrokeshire this time. We arrived this afternoon and headed straight to the beach because it was a 3-hour drive and we just wanted to get out. So I've done a couple of sketches on the beach so far. It's just really nice to experiment and get the sketchbook out again. I hadn't actually done any sketching since I was in Cornwall for a holiday last month. We haven't got loads of time here, we've got 2 full days, so I'm hoping to do 1 reduction print on each day. I say we because my husband Sam's here and of course Winnie the dog is here too. We don't really know the area very well, but we just looked on Google Maps and this was the biggest beach in the area and it's about 5 minutes from where we're staying. It's called Newgale Beach. It's huge, lots of pebbles and sands, so yeah, Winnie's enjoying it. So it's the first day and we've come to a really sweet little village called Porthgain and I'm going to do some engraving. So I'm either going to do this square block or this rectangular block, I haven't decided yet. But I'm probably going to engrave the cliffs in the background. I'm going to be printing in the car though, which is just over there because it's a bit windy and it's not that warm. Excuse my thumb by the way, I hurt it like on the edge of a block about a week ago and it's just taking so long to heal. But yeah, I'm going to get going. I've decided to use the square block because I think it kind of works for this composition. So I'm going to add some drawing ink to it and then get engraving. So I've engraved the cliffs and I've included this monument at the top, which I think is called Porthgain, but I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it and there's no signal right now so I can't look it up. But yeah, I've included that at the top and then some of the other cliffs and yeah, I'm just going to add something into the foreground here. There's like a grassy bit of land that I'm going to add in. I'm just heading back to the car now to print the first layer. If you're wondering where Sam and Winnie are, they've gone to walk to Aberready, maybe? I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, they've gone for a walk while I do this. I've set up a little print studio in the car. It's really quiet here today. I was expecting it to be quite busy and I feel like I'm the only one here. I've mixed this nice grey-blue for the first colour I'm putting down. I was hoping to keep it to 3 colours today, but it may go to 4, but I'll try and do 3 if possible. So I printed, I think, about 28 prints. I'm hoping for 25 in the end, but it'll probably be more like 20 that make the addition. Although I say that now, maybe I'll end up with like 5 because it will go horribly wrong. But I'm just cleaning the block off and then I'm going to head back up the hill. Although I think there are a couple of people sat on the bench I was on, but that's okay. It was a risk picking a bench because it's likely to be in use for most of the day. The weather's changed so much now, it's really sunny and the monument on the hill that I've included in my engraving now looks really white against the sky, whereas before it looked dark. But that's just what happens when you work outside, things change. So I've engraved the second layer now. There weren't people on my bench, they were just below it, so I didn't do any chatting while I engraved because I didn't want to disturb them. But yeah, I'm heading back to the car to do the second layer, which I think is going to be like a mustard yellow, like gorse yellow. And then third layer be like a dark blue, I think. I'm tempted to add in a green, but yeah, I don't think I've got time, and also the ink is going to be so wet. I don't really want to layer up loads of colours. So this is the second colour I've mixed, so yeah, like a mustardy yellow. I don't know how it's going to sit over the blue, but That's kind of part of reduction printing. You kind of have to think on your feet when the colours start to layer up. They don't always come out the colour you want. So that's the second layer. I'm quite pleased with how the yellow sat on the blue actually. I have a feeling Sam's going to be back pretty soon, so I'm trying to be as quick as I can. And also the weather's turned again and it's a bit windy and grey, so hopefully it'll be done soon. And I'm really hungry. I don't want to stop for lunch though because I just want to get it done. I don't really like stopping midway for a print session. For the last colour I just added some black and some blue to the first colour. So I didn't waste any of the ink, and it's made this colour, which is nice, but I don't know if it's dark enough, so I'll print the first one and see. I've strung up a little washing line for the prints because I don't really want to stack them up as they're so wet. But obviously I don't want to leave them just lying around in the car when we drive because they'll probably go everywhere. So I'm going to see if I can peg them on there and see how that goes. So this is the first proof. There's a few things I want to change. I want to make sure more yellow is showing, and also the monument on the top, the line's a bit chunky. So this is the final print. I'm quite happy with it. Yeah, I like the colours. Not so happy with the monument at the top. I still don't know what it is because I've got no signal. I kind of wish there wasn't an outline around it, but I did think of removing it after the first layer so there wasn't an outline, but then I thought it might get lost in the sky. So anyway, that's the print, and I'm going to have some lunch now, wait for Sam to get back, and then I'm not really sure what we're going to do. We might go to St David's after this. Sam arrived back from his walk just as I was cleaning up the ink, which was really good timing, and we walked around Porthgain before heading to Britain's smallest city, which is St David's. And I holidayed here 20 years ago, and I remember it being really lovely, but I couldn't really remember anything specific about it, so it was nice to visit again. It has an amazing cathedral. It is so beautiful. I had a really delicious Turkish delight ice cream, and then we headed to a cafe, and when we came out of the cafe it was suddenly really sunny, so here's the cathedral again looking its best. And then I had a moment of madness and I was like, I'm just gonna sketch the cathedral, and it went so badly and I feel like it knocked my confidence a bit, but then it was one of the trickiest subjects I could have chosen, and I'm not well practiced at doing anything to do with buildings, so yeah, I didn't feel great about that, but onwards and upwards. And then we were thinking about dinner, and we were thinking about fish and chips and realised the best place for fish and chips was back in Porthgain. So we went back to Porthgain and went to the Shed, which is a fish and chip place that do really lovely fish and chips. And Sam had been showing me videos of his walk earlier in the day, and I was like, I really want to go on that walk. So we walked up the hill and had fish and chips in a really lovely area, actually looking at the white monument that I included in my print, and I've googled it and I can't quite work out what it is. I wonder if it's just for showing ships where to go. If you know, please let me know in the comments. And then we walked along to the beach he went to early in the day. The tide was in though, so there wasn't really much beach, but here's clips from when Sam was there early in the day, and I can't pronounce the name of this beach, so I'm just going to leave it on the screen. So it's the second full day and also the final full day of this self-directed residency. So this residency came about because early in the year I got a message from the little Hilton farm, and they messaged and said, would I like a free stay in their B&B, and that Sam and Winnie were welcome too, which was such a lovely message to get. They said they didn't want anything in return, they didn't need me to feature them or anything, that they were just wanted to give me the opportunity to have a residency here. So it was just really kind of them, and obviously said that would be amazing. I give them some art in return, so I arrived with a nice bag of art and cards to give them. It's a really lovely B&B, it's just 3 rooms, so it's very quiet, and the breakfasts have been really lovely too, so I'm really grateful, and I just want to say thank you to the little Hilton farm because it's just so kind. The B&B is positioned really well to get to loads of lovely places. We found like the drive's really easy to get to where we want to go. Today we've come to Solva, which is just like a 10-minute drive from the B&B, and it is so beautiful here. We've parked in the main car park and it looks down the estuary and it's a beautiful view, so I think I'm just going to print from there today. So yeah, we got here early today, got here at 9 just so I could get going. But yeah, I'm looking forward to spending the morning here. So yeah, this is where I'm going to be working today. There's sleepers here so I can kind of use them as a table, and this is the block I'm going to be working on. But yeah, I'm excited to spend the day here. There's rapids just behind me, which is why you can probably hear the sound of water. I haven't been engraving very long, but I want to give up. If I had another block, I probably would have discarded this one, and I've never discarded a block halfway through working outside, so it's not going well. Basically, there's a lot of boats in front of me, and I'm so not confident, as I was saying earlier, with like man-made structures. And I think I've got like the perspective all wrong and the scale all wrong, and yeah, it's just a bit disheartening. And I know I've got like 3 hours till Sam gets back from his walk, and is it going to be 3 hours wasted if I carry on? But then I'm going to see if I can salvage it. I don't have another block, so this is it. I'm just going to have to continue. But this might have been one of the times where I should have sketched the design first before just going straight into it with the tools. So that was quite a frustrating print session. I decided to stick to just blues because I already wasn't that happy with the image, so I just thought best to play it safe and stick to one type of colour. And then the ink got really hot in the sunshine and the paper was blown around everywhere, and it was just a little bit chaotic. But I think I got 10 prints in the end, maybe something like that. I don't know how I feel about them yet because I haven't had a proper look. They're still in the boot of the car. But yeah, it was a bit of a challenging print session. But then Sam and Winnie arrived back and we went and had some battered halloumi and chips, which was really lovely. And it's so sunny today. We walked to the sea. And now we're up on the cliffs and there's like a 360 view, which is beautiful. And I think next we're going to go to Fishguard just to have a little explore and then maybe grab some dinner before heading back to the B&B. So we headed from Solva to Fishguard, and from there we went to Lower Town and got an ice cream. I got pistachio flavour. And then we actually needed to charge the car, and we ended up at the ferry port to Ireland, which is actually really beautiful. We had a really nice walk while the car charged. And now we've come to Newgale Beach, which is where I started the video, so I thought it was fitting, like, end it here as the sun sets. We're going to have a nice picnic on the beach. And yeah, it's just been a really lovely trip. I feel like we've packed so much in for just 2 full days. Thank you again to the little Hilton farm. Do check them out if you're heading to the area. I really would recommend it. And the next video is going to be a printing video, so I'm going to be printing on the handmade paper I made in the last video. And the one after that, I am going away again. I'm going to Cornwall again on an artist residency this time. So that will be coming up as well. For now, I think I'm just going to do some sketching on the beach. And yeah, thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I keep forgetting to say that in the videos. And press like if you enjoyed the video. And yeah, I'll be back next week with a printing video.